Good evening, gamers. How's it going? That's good to hear. Okay, if you remember in the last episode, it's been a few days. We stranded Chandra and Kerbal on the Mun after we went racing across it in a buggy tank. I said, let's go and rescue him. I also said, could do with dropping a base on the Mun. What I didn't say on camera was, screw it, we're not going to rescue him. We're just going to plonk a mini base right by the side of him. So that's what we have here. Oops. I keep forgetting which side that's on. Right. We have here we would have to do this in the dark again. Right, stop twisting around. What we have here is one of the solar array modules, one lighting module, my worker bee, which did get accidentally damaged. As you can see, there's no docking port on this end. It got knocked off. Okay, and then we have 4 modules that have been slung here. These modules have docking ports 4 radially, so every 90 degrees around them, so that they can be placed sort of back to back and make up a square. They are the Mark III lander can, I think. So that's the Mark III. That doesn't help. Mark II lander can, sorry. And then on top of that there is a fuel tank. On top of that there's a battery. Plenty of solar panels dotted around for docking ports. 2 RCS tanks either side. Liquid engines, 2 of them. 1 either side. Lights, solar panels, and big docking ports, top and bottom. Basically all 4 of them are designed to be docked together in a square and then dropped onto the planet. Now they do have solar panels. Unfortunately, during testing, he says, well, wasn't really a test as such. It was the first launch and it was the ascent, and it kind of went wrong, so I ended up jettisoning all 4 modules and the nose cap off from the launch stage, which cleared quite happily. And it's like, well, we've got to save all these Kerbals. So I activated all the parachutes, which were too high up for them to deploy at that point. And then I separated all the large docking clamps, because they were all stacked up one on top of each other, and let it all come back down to Earth. Everything was great until the parachutes opened, and then the Mark II lander can ripped away from the fuel tank. And all the Kerbals died. So yeah, I need to fix that. But for the moment, we're dropping them on the Mun, and eventually Minmus. Minmus will be fun. We'll probably land them on Minmus with just the RCS that's on them. Yes, they have RCS, and this time I went for a minimalist approach to the RCS, because the 4 RCS quads are actually radially around the centre of mass, provided the centre of mass does not change if we burn the liquid fuel. In which case we could be in for some fun. We've also got some lights on there, stuck lights on both the liquid fuel outrig engines. We've also stuck a light above the main hatch as well, so at night time on, say, the Mun, that should create an interesting view or two. So we've just cut away from the remains of the station. Bear in mind I've salvaged this orange tank from the complete carnage that was what came back. So now we're going to burn back for the Mun somehow. So we've got a third of the fuel, a third of the propulsion, and probably a little bit more weight, so we should be okay. So, where's the Mun? Yes, I know you've seen this before. Well, first of all, we are there at perigee, which is absolutely very typical. Add manoeuvre. Yeah, currently running at somewhere between 2 and 3 frames per second at this moment. Once we clear the old station, that will improve. Mental note: be very careful when going down to the Mun this time. Now, why did you just rotate the opposite way that I have just asked you to? For God's sake. I didn't deselect you. No, I didn't deselect you. No, I still didn't deselect you. No, stop making assumptions. No. And now it decides to delete it anyway. And that looks like an encounter. Right, we're gonna go for that. Yes, I know it's set to slingshot me back, but that's fine by me. So, what we need to do is to clear the station, sort of. Okay, I need to rotate round and go find our manoeuvre node. Let me guess. Well, it looks like it will clear the station. Well, the remains of the station. And so far I've been throwing this around and nothing's tried to break itself off. Right. All these stages are completely wrong here. KSP just hasn't got a single frigging clue. Come on. Right. Estimated burn is unknown. So we're going to give it some. It's fluctuating between 5 minutes and 9 minutes. Which is kind of not helpful. And now it's saying 56 seconds. But the other reason for the burn, small burn, which we'll do again. About 7 minutes. The other reason for the burn is to get away from the station, so it increases our frame rate. So we've just burnt in the direction that we're going to be wanting to go anyway. I will turn the RCS off before it drains all the mono propellant. Right, let's do the time warp for a bit. Frame rate's now 5-6 frames per second. "500 meters away." "1 kilometer." 1.2 kilometers. 1.5. 2 kilometres. Three kilometres, and that's the physics unload. Currently averaging 12 frames per second, I think. "11-minute burn time, estimated burn time is 6 minutes. So let's start shooting at 4 minutes, shall we? Something we need to check before we start doing that. Yeah, you little bugger, I thought so. It was aligned with that one, which I think was the last one that I shoved on. Yeah, as I said before, I couldn't really be that bothered to align them properly. Yeah, a little bit wobbly those 3 are. Oh well. Anyway, this is showing T-4 minutes to burn, which is when we normally start burning, except if we did that we would probably re-enter the atmosphere. So instead I'm going to start burning prograde . Turn the RCS on to counter the interesting list over to one side then. RCS is managing to keep it under control, and I'll turn the volume down a bit more. Weird. Drop this down a bit more. estimated burn time still saying 5 minutes. But that's because we're not exactly burning in the direction that it wants us to, which we're going to do shortly. Plus also this thing's jiggling around and my frame rate's like 3 frames per second again. Well, we should now have enough forward momentum to still throw us out despite pointing down the ground. And despite jiggling around like yeah, I'm reserving the right to remain silent. Excuse me. Coming up for about halfway there. Yeah, those 4 modules are definitely quite a bit heavier than I thought. I was hoping that the stuff that I chucked on the other side would make it counterbalance a bit better, but nope. That would just be too simple, wouldn't it? So, just to recap, we shoot for the Mun, we get into an orbit around the Mun, we detach the modules and make up the base, and then we deorbit the base onto the moon surface. Right by the side of Chandra and Kerbal, or at least within walking distance. touch on the warm side. On future missions, I definitely think we're going to need more RCS if it's not going to be balanced. Hold on, mate. It's completely different to the one that I got planned, but oh well. It's actually earlier as well, which is odd. But anyway, we're off. So I will bring you back. We're about to do our well, deorbit burn into Mun orbit, or should it be that we get further out there that we need to do a slight inclination change to match up with Chandran. I will bring you back at that point. So that'll just be like a couple of seconds for you, but for me this may take a while. So talk to you in a bit. Hi guys, just literally this second got captured. Hello, come on. Thank you. Just literally this second got captured into an orbit around the Mun. So now we're going to flip ourselves around. Why do I have no control? Uh-oh. Oh, I know why. I'm still on time acceleration. Durr. Dumbo. I thought I'd come out of it. Never mind. So we're going to flip ourselves prograde in relation to our Mun orbit. And let everything bounce around. Now we're not going to detach our modules until we're in a stable Mun orbit. So we're going to do a small burn, or start a slow burn. just so it starts bringing our perigee down. Let's give it... I hate Windows sticky keys. Really need to figure out how to disable that. So nice and gently burning. We've got our icons, I should say, on the moon's surface, where Chandrian is stood outside in his suit, unable to get back in. That's okay. We're coming for you, Chandrian. Or Chandrian, I should say. That's how you pronounce it. And why has the monopropellant, why is the RCS not kicked us in? I know why. I bet this tank is empty. And it is. Oh, bugger. Huh. We'll do this manually, which means we can't execute a maximum burn at this time. Well, we could actually, because we've got our worker bee, and our worker bee has 4 full modules. Oh hell! It doesn't have 4 full modules. Crap. Well, I was going to just transfer some fuel from that module. So all we've got is a slow burn. With the main engines. I just hope the SAS will keep it stable. But that's okay. We're not in a rush. Now, I need to remember when I detach the modules and send them down before my well, is it a station? Well, my craft leaves Mun orbit. I need to rebalance the solar array versus the lighting array. I need to flip the lighter around to the other side so that it reasonably balances. That way I can execute half decent burns without RCS. So it's worth noting that the remaining 1050 RCS is what's actually in the lander cans. Which should be way more than they actually need, but we might as well take it down. Now, purposely designed the lander cans with large docking ports on top so that should I need to in the future, I can add a module onto the top. I can send spacecraft down to dock with them on the top, etc, etc. Plus also they've got extra medium-sized docking ports all around them, so that if I need to expand the base, I can do. Yeah, this bit's slow. If I was able to use full power from the engines, we'd actually be in orbit by now. Go on, it's not going to be long now before that comes all the way around. And we've got plenty of liquid fuel. I could possibly that one. If I shut down that one, I should be able to increase the thrust. Like that. That's better. Why didn't I think of that before? Right, there we go. We're in a moon orbit. So we're just at the point of decreasing our perigee. So something around about 50, that'll do me. So we've got a moon orbit. All we want now is to bring our apogee down so that we're circular, that way we can tell if we're going to be in a good position to be able to drop our modules on Chandrian's head. Oh, sugars, I need to rotate this round north that way, so it's going to be this way. Yay! So we're slightly off the 90 mark. There we go. And down she comes. I could probably go to full throttle and let the SAS keep it aligned, but really is no need. We are actually burning slightly before perigee as well. I just thought, because we've moved, we need to realign. Is it going to hold? Is it going to hold? Okay, so when sticky keys activated, it multitasked me out of KSP and wouldn't let me back in again. Despite quitting Fraps, despite restarting Fraps, it wouldn't let me back in again. So unfortunately, and really annoyingly, we are back here. Sorry. But anyway, the good news is I've already shut down one of the nuclear engines so that we can execute a full throttle 3 engine deorbit into orbit. So it's a little bit quicker. Right, there we go. We have an orbit and about 50 kilometers, please, about there. Love to know where that bounces around. So we do the time warp. But at the end of the day, it's just a jump to the left. Right, now we're pointing in completely the wrong direction. And then we bring our perigee down. Apogee. Of course, because we're just before our perigee, it also drops that as well. And I mean, one thrust, 2 jobs. It is a little bit concerning about how much RCS fuel we have. So I wanted to fetch excess with me, for the simple reason being that everything's going to be assembled before we drop it down onto the surface. Oh, I need to I'll do. By the time those two settle, yeah, they're not bad. 1.2 kilometre difference. So let's go ahead and rotate round so that we point the nose at where we think the sun is going to be. Yes, we're in the dark side at the moment. Should be around about there. Or at least close enough. So, annoyingly, no, that one's in the right place. That one's not. That one's not. And that one's not. Nope. 3 out of 4 are wrong. Helpful. This could get interesting. So what I'm going to do is, this one's right, so I'm going to take one of its RCS tanks, transfer it to my worker bee, better do that before we start draining our precious RCS fuel. No. Right. So that's that one. Make sure these engines are shut down. Make sure that we still have fuel in there. Yep. And let's go ahead and release it. And it starts to float. So now we do the same with this one. Right, that engine's shut down, so that's fine. Monopropellant, yep. No. Yeah, and we have liquid fuel. Right, so we transfer to this one. Turn on the SAS. We haven't got SAS. Oh, poo. That would be an oversight. Why don't we have SAS? We have reaction wheels. Oh, because we've got no crew in it. Why don't we have crew in that one? I thought I put crew in them all. Not enough crew. Where's it put all the crew? Well, there's some in that one. That's a screw up. I don't have any crew. Where's the hatch gone? What's that? And there's no crew in there. Cock. Okay, only one thing for it. Let's go get the worker bee and do it. Right. We are going to the opposite docking port of that. And I'm going to be naughty. I'm going to use the time warp book. It's just auto saved. Let's switch to the worker bee. Way, fine controls please. God, this thing loves to snap itself around. At this rate, I'm going to have to make it bigger still. Right, it's because the RCS tanks are empty. And dock. Right, now on the next module, where's the door? The door is where I am. Well, the first thing I need to do is shut off these tanks while I'm docked. So I'm supposed to use their RCSs anyway. Or at least that was the idea. So, stop. Well, when I said stop, that wasn't arbitrary. Which one of these modules has crew in it? Because I need to get the one that's got crew in. That one. Because that one has got crew in, I can pilot it under its own steam. And once that is connected to that one, now when we thrust up, mind the solar panel, that's not up. Crap. Thank you. Okay, which direction do you want to fly in? I mean, seriously. Right, let's thrust forward. Right, that's actually forward. Wonderful. So, it should be in that orientation. Make sure we are clear of those solar panels. I have a habit of destroying solar panels. Which, considering that is the only solar panel I have with me, except for what's on these modules, destroying it would be bad. Yes, I know it's drifting away from my transport. Yeah, I'm going to call it a transport, I think. Oh, just realised I have two Kerbals in this one. I might have to get one out for an EVA to go and jump in one of the other modules. Right, so we're docking with this one. Thank you. And we're going to shove it onto there. Try very hard to get the orientations right to begin with, then we don't end up faffing around. Why do I get the sneaky suspicion this won't... The nav ball isn't working for this. We've just had an interesting and annoying thought. The hatch for this one is there, so it wants to go around that way, so we control from that one, not the other one. Now the question becomes, it looks aligned, it might just have been the view that I was looking at. I'm now bouncing between 6 and 9 frames a second. Always take docking nice and slow, trust me. The last thing you want to do is bounce off something and career through a solar panel. Been there, done that, not fun. This is where we need to work out whether it is or is not aligning. And that looks like it's aligning with the correct port. Although weirdly we do keep seeming to keep drifting off target. And contact! Turn SAS off, and we have a dock. That looks good to me. Annoyingly, for some stupid sodding reason, Way, stop. Right, so the next step is actually the really annoying bit. After I have arrested, I have to turn the RCS on, the movement. Ew, crud. That way. Oh, that way. Down. I want it about 50 metres, so we've got plenty of excuse me, plenty of space to manoeuvre. Also, what we don't want to do that's not perfect, but once you start taking into account of things docking onto it, it'll start moving anyway in relation to the station. So get rid of RCS. Now what I should have done with the first module was aligned it. So we're going to do it with this one. So what we're going to do is align it onto north, going to its axis. Now the annoying thing is that while it'll stay pointed north, there is unfortunately one axis that it already shows is going to twist. So anyway, at least we get one axis roughly in the right place. So next up, we're going to enable that, and then we're going to undock. So as soon as I undock, if you're not careful, you can kick away whatever it is you dock to. Sometimes is useful. Sometimes is not. Whoa, 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 whoa. Not entirely sure what the hell happened there, but basically we want that module next. Coming in a little bit hot for docking, don't you think? What the hell is up with the RCS on this thing? Right, sensitive little bugger. And dock. Undock. Anyone notice it's tumbling already? God damn it. No, you little... Thank you. why it keeps switching to control from something that doesn't have anything to do with control, I have no frigging clue. No, that's the wrong way. That way. Right, next piece to go in is in there. Well, I could do either of those two, but and we have Doc. Doc. Yes, okay, so it's going to be square. Stop whinging. If I do a different version, well, I've got to modify it anyway for parachutes. So the version that I take up to Minmus may not be square. So stop panicking. And stop whinging as well. See, it's already shifted off from the orientation it's supposed to be. No. Well, before I do that, I'm going to go and take a break. So I will be, well, back in about a split second. Your time. Hi guys, girls, gamers, aliens. Welcome back. Oh, and Kerbals. We built it, finally. It's been quite a few hours, I'm afraid. Had an issue. One of the modules, the structural modules that don't carry anything, they've got docking ports on each end, one of them wouldn't detach from the carrier. So I got my worker bee, detached the which one was it? Detached the module from it, basically set it adrift, grabbed the solar array and shoved it on the module. That caused the entire thing to spontaneously explode and send bits everywhere. Which not good. Luckily enough, I had a copy of my save files, so I exited the game, restored the save file, opened it back up again. Still wouldn't release the module, which pretty much expected. So I did the same thing again. This time it kind of let's just say it threw my worker bee and the solar module, into the moon at warp speed, and at the same time sent my docking modules scattering across the galaxy at warp speed, and itself went somewhere else. I'm not quite sure where it went, there was too many bits. So I ended up restoring the save file, and I went in and had a play around with some of the stuff in the save file to do with that docking port, or I should say the docking ports on the structural beam, and well, got it to behave, sort of. So touch wood, I've got this set up, as you can see. It's in a square. All of the hatches are on the corners. It's running a touch low on RCS, but that's probably because I've been using it. So now we need to go and find Chandrian and then deorbit and drop it on it. Drop it close to him. On him? Close to him, yes. Before we start doing that though, that's empty. It's empty. Got some in and active. Empty. I also transferred some of the RCS fuel back to my carrier, because I knew I wouldn't need it all. Enabled. 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 Right, so everything is indeed enabled. We have 2 Kerbals in here at the moment. And not enough crew. Where are they? In that one, I think. So, control from there. Right. As you can see, plenty of electrical power and plenty of solar to charge. So, now we need to see where everything is. You've got to be kidding me. I didn't think I'd gone that far off an equatorial route. Come on. Okay, so we need to do a little bit of jiggling straight away. So, so that's pointing south. The question is, define pointing. Right, so it is orientated correctly. Wonderful. So let's go and do a quick little, well, would do a quick little burn. If everything was enabled. Okay, the game just enabled EAX, by the sounds of it. And how about that? That's worrying. That is kind of a lot of fuel to make that burn. Do a bit of time warp. What I want to do is crap, not do that. How the hell did that happen? Bollocks. So right, we need to point retrograde and what we want to do is aim to overshoot Chandrian. So that we can literally stop dead right over the top of him and come straight down. Or at least that's the idea. Should be pretty much like this. Right, now that fuel is not looking too good. Hopefully, should the fuel run out on the way down, I am hoping to have enough RCS to flip it over. No, stop it. Flip it over and make it flat. Could really do with a leveling autopilot. Right, so RCS is on. Thrust forward. The first thing that I've noticed is this view is screwed. Chase view, and that could explain a few things. Oh no, that's right, yeah, so I pointed it at the... Yeah, we don't need to do that. What we want to do is point it vertical. Really much like that. Now, why is he not showing up as purple? Oh, darn it. Oops. Let's not do that. Take precision controls off and thrust to the right, and you also need to go down, I think. Yep, there we go. Now, annoyingly, Chandrian is not showing up as being purple or green or highlighted in any way. I suspect it's that group of 3. Now, why is RCS not kicking in here? Or should I say, why is RCS not moving us? Okay. We'll not do it that way. It's the opposite. So it's reversed. Seriously. Oh, crud. Bigger fuel tanks needed. Oh, come on. Spin me around. Damn it. And there goes the fuel. And there's not enough RCS, so it's going to crash. Well, I'm going to cheat at this point. If I do this fast enough. Okay, so I cheated. I edited the save file. But this is the first deployment. So I'll just use bigger tanks for the next one. And probably nuclear engines, I think. That's definitely weird. That way and that way, I think. Nope. That away. Am I going to run out of fuel again? Well, I am literally right above him. So I need to work out which way I'm going and thrust in the opposite direction. Alright. Doesn't help that these things are on 45-degree angles. Okay, so the game decided to multitask me out and wouldn't let me back in again. So I'm back to this point. Well, the good thing is it gives me a chance to do things a bit more properly. Mental note, when designing this, don't put the modules on a 45-degree angle. Worryingly, I'm now wondering if I'm going to run out of fuel. First thing I noticed is where we're going is in the dark at this point. Whoops. Now we have plenty of RCS fuel. Oh yes, that'll do. Right where I am. Nope, that's not it. That's it. If we can land this thing. We are indeed on full RCS. and we are drifting really past where we want it to be. And we're shooting up. So let's just do that. That pretty much kills our forward speed. We can then use the RCS to push us back again. That way. Come on. Mental note, more LCS. Oh, no target. Okay. There we go. Heading towards it at 13 meters per second. Right, so now we pitch it up. First that way and down. Oh, actually, yeah, that way and down. Okay, we're entering the valley, that's not a good thing. No, that way. Oh, bloody hell. More RCS. More. Yeah, I just noticed the fuel level. I'm going to have to land on this one. Yeah, which part of land? No! No! Foo! Moo! Oops, stuff's falling through the... Okay, this one's going to be a right bugger to edit. Okay, had a multitask out due to Flash plugin not responding apparently, and then KSP wouldn't let me back in again. But, oops, luckily enough, I was able to multitask back in again. Right, that's what I want to look at. How intact is it? There's no RCS on it. There's no liquid fuel left. Electric charge is good. So we could save that. In fact, will it allow us to move it? No, is the answer to that one. Well, for the moment, we're going to have to leave it there. But, oh, one of the docking ports is gone. Possibly salvageable. That sucks. Anyway, we need to go and save Chandrian. Lander. Chandrian Kerbal, switch 2. It's not throttled up. Oh, it is. Uh-oh. There we go. Switch to Kerbal. That's not a Kerbal. Switch to Chandrian. There we go. And you'll remember the tank. Right. that away. Yeah, you know what I'm about to do. Get up that hill. I can't believe I got that far away. Right, come on, get up off the floor now. It reminds me of one of the Toy Story films, that does. With Woody lying on his side. Right, stop now. %. Oh God. Are you kidding me? There's like 1 kilometre to go. Come on. You just keep sliding, I don't mind. Going faster than waddling. Okay, I found a way of getting rid of sticky keys. They're gone. No more, I hope. Anyway, he did a slide. And that piece seems to have... Okay, next time I start this video, that'll be the end. I swear to God. But, as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted by sticky keys, I thought I'd solved the sticky keys problem. I think I've solved it again this time, so we'll find out shortly. Anyway, we are back here, much to my annoyance. No sticky keys! No sticky keys! No sticky keys! That was wonderful! Keys no sticky! Jesus. Well, I suppose we better get up some forward speed. No! Okay, you did not see that happen. I did not kill the Kerbal that I came to rescue. It didn't happen. No, no, no. It didn't happen. We will get Chandrian to his new home alive. We will do this. Okay, and everything's falling through the landscape. Huh? Oh, okay. Let go now. What the? So that module is full. Okay. And there we go. We're all now safe and sound inside that. Get rid of them. Plenty of electrical charge. Not quite what I wanted to do, but at least for now he's rescued. And he's not about to be hit by asteroids and whatnot. Job done. Well, I need to go to bed now. And in the next episode we redesign that module. Some sort of habitat module. But anyway, I am not going to fly that ship back to Kerbal orbit, and I'm not going to leave it in orbit either, or at least I'm not going to fly it back on video. Really? I will do that off video. But anyway, I will have fun. I hope all the gamers have fun. I'm CW, and we crashed hard again. Bye for now.